And this is what happened. Zu morgens ganz früh, wie nur goischke Furlich haben sich bewiesen auf die Schляchen und die Kremlich auf den Markt haben aufgeschlossen die eiserne Printen, hat sich die ganze schöne Gesellschaft von jener Seite unserer wie a Heischerik a losgeton auf Stott. So the next morning, quite early, when only Gentile wagons appear on the paths and the shops, the little shops in the market have already unlocked their iron bars, the whole pretty or large Gesellschaft.
Society?
Society, it's not quite society,
Yeah.
but the whole group.
A group, okay.
Unity.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole group that was on the other side of the dam, they descended on the town like locusts, like a locust. Die Mannsbillen seien gewinn ausgeputzt in Essig und in Honig. So the men were dressed up literally in vinegar and in honey. So they were dressed to the nines. They were dressed up de Heine, in other words, in bloeie kurtkes mit basilbete knip, in kurze, gelattete, samittene hazlach. So they had blue short jackets with silvered buttons and short patched velvet pants. Einige von sie haben geführt für zweimal sehr abgekrochene Pferd. Some of them drove their abgekrochene, it's almost lame horses they led them with the bridle. Nor kedei die Susim sollen aussehen inger und frischer, hat man sie aber über Nacht untergefarbt die Ecken und zugeschwarzt die Grives. So in order to make them look younger and fresher, overnight they dyed their tails and blackened their manes. Selten wer von die österliche Facetten mit die streuenden Kapeluschen und blauer Jacketlach. Es hat getrogen ein Stiefel auf den Fuß. Sorry, I just lost my place here. So no, in order selten wer von die österliche. So very few of these strange Facetten are dandies
Mhm.
with their straw hats and blue short jackets. Had boots on their feet. Kimat alle seinen zij gegangen boves. Almost all of them were barefoot. Und seine verharte witte Fies mit zugenommener Finger haben zenommene Finger haben getjoppet in der eiskalter, durchgefressliche Blotte von Mark. So they were, almost all of them were barefoot, and their hardened feet with I'm not sure what zugenomene finger, the toes.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I don't know either. The fingers, yeah.
Yeah, the toes, something about their toes. They're spread out, perhaps, spread out toes.
Maybe.
And gechoppet. Also, I couldn't find that word, gechoppet.
I found that tjoppen, it means move lightly. Which means they moved lightly, their feet that moved lightly in that ice.
In the ice cold,
Ice cold.
frozen mud of the market.
Mhm.
Und zij zal zij dus afvielen aren. And it didn't even bother them. Zal einer von zij afvielen and noston. None of them even sneezed. Leather, niet kein Hout auf die Fies. So they had leather, not skin, on the bottom of their feet.
Excuse me, it reminds me of when we read about the women and the wagons coming in, and it's a very parallel kind of image, this idea of this very physically strong group, so that the women could tolerate the jostling and all of the wagons, and here the men can tolerate the coldness of the street with their feet. They're very tough people. Very tough.
Yeah, well, this is the lifestyle they live.
Mm-hmm.
They live outdoors, and they don't have a steady place to live, and so they're
toughened.
Yeah. And they're nomadic, so they don't have a fixed abode either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Angekommen in Mittenmark, hat man sich gleich genommen für Panossa. So as they arrived in the middle of the marketplace, they immediately started looking for a livelihood. Ein älterer Zigeuner gibt a Klapp in Zimbel. Upon him das selbe Zimbel, was hat Nächten geklampert auf jener Seite unserer. Apparently, one of the older gypsies strummed on this cymbal. Apparently, the same cymbal that was playing on the other side of the lake, the dam. Ein jüngerer Zigeuner lässt sich gehen auf der Hand mit die bovenste Fies zum Himmel. The younger gypsy started walking on his hands with his bare feet towards the heavens. Von einer warmen Bosom bei dritten springt raus am Malpele mit der blauer Nose und mit rot sitzender Heislach über die Lidkelach. Sie macht nur dem jungen Zigeuner und geht ihm noch auf die vorderste Lapkes. So, from the warm inside pocket of a third gypsy, there jumped out a little monkey with a blue nose and with red calico little pants over his legs. It made, it imitated the young gypsy and stood on its front paws. So it was walking on its front paws with its back paws in the air. Sie verreißt dabei die rote Heislach und dem langen Eck, alle drei zusammen. So it pulled up abruptly at the same time, the red pants and its long tail, all three of them together. A groß Gelächter der Herzog in Redel von Negerika. So a laughter broke out, a big laughter broke out in the group of people who were watching curiously. Springt gleich unter das Malpele, gabt a blechendem Tetzel und bettelt. So immediately the little monkey grabbed a metal tray and started begging. Ihre Beise zusammengerückte Eigelach drehen sich dabei unruhig und menschlich verdorben wie bei Aganiter Bettleker. Her angry, closely placed eyes, little eyes, moved restlessly and almost with an almost human depraved look, just like a skillful beggar.
Wow. Yes, Yankee, you want to go on? You didn't even read a page yet.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
let me carry on a bit. Dies Soroka mit untergeschnittenem Eck und flieglich is euch do. So the magpie with its cut wings, cut off tail and wings was also there. Sie steht da zind bei einem alten Zigeuner auf dem Plätze und schleppt da raus mit dem Schnabel fertige Maselzettel von einer ledernen Torbele. So she now pulled out. She was standing now next to, on the shoulders of an old gypsy, and she pulled out with her beak prepared fortune notes from a small leather bag. Noch jeden Zettel öffnet sie auf a blutrote Pisk und tut a scharf cracker. So after pulling out each little note, she opened up her blood red jaw and gave a very sharp cry. In jet werden Zettel is verschrieben Enem's a muzzle. So on each note was written down someone's fortune. A kopike a Zettel. Each note cost a kopik. Und das Symbol klippert zu. Und der Zigeuner schreit etwas meschunedig. So the cymbal was being strummed, and the gypsy shouted out something strange. Das verhackt also die ungelaufene Dienstmädlich dem Kopf, as they... Sorry? Did someone say something?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
So die ungelaufene Dienstmädlich dem Kopf, als zij strekken aus sehr verhorvete rote Hand mit schwer verhorvete Kopikes zwischen die grobliche Finger und kaufen Zettel. Grünenke, blauenke, rotinke Zettel. So it so lured the servant girls who were, it turned their heads as they came running, and they stretched out their hard-working red hands with holding their hard-earned kopiks between their coarse fingers, and they bought zettel notes, green ones, blue ones, red ones, and red zettel.
Okay. You know,
Okay.
Thank you. You want to continue? Oh, that's
Shall I-
it.
You could
Whatever
finish,
you-
why don't
whatever
you
you-
just finish this section. Just
Shall I
finish
finish
this section.
this
Yeah,
section?
I just want to say one thing, if I may. This
Sure.
is amazing to me how the animals, the
Mhm.
monkey
Been trained.
and that bear know their responsibilities.
Mhm.
The monkey knows, you know, to beg for money, and this bear knows how to handle the zettelach. It's
Mm.
amazing to me how
Yeah.
it describes. Yeah,
They're well
You know,
trained.
and I think that Schneer, there's admiration. I mean, it's not, he sees what these people are, but there's an admiration for how they're organized and how they're able to survive using the animals and the colorful costumes and everything else that they use. But he seems to admire their organization, their strength, their physical strength.
that's right. I think that they have been admired by a lot of people. you
Yeah,
know, and
and
their
I've
culture.
never
Yeah,
run into it.
yeah. Well, their music, They are
Mhm.
good. They are good musicians and dancers and entertainers. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the one hand, they admire them, but on the other hand, they are
Yeah.
aware of the fact that they are
Right.
dishonest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're dishonest. All right. Yeah. Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't get what you were saying. I didn't hear. Can you say it again?
Yeah, so they might be admired, but at the same time, they are dishonest and despised for their dishonesty.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Since we are reading this, I feel that they're coming right here to my backyard. I'm scared.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Und Bishas in Mittenmark geht Onazat Zimbelnisch, Onazat Treffenisch, Onazat Kunstenmacherei, kocht sich rum balagolischen Zar euch. So at the same time, in the middle of the marketplace, where there was this noise of the cymbals and the encounter with all of this trickery, there was a turmoil among the Balagolische group of wagon drivers, Jewish wagon drivers as well. Die Vajne Seuchrim mit die untergefarbte Pferd schlafen euch nicht. These remarkable tradesmen with their dyed horses are also not asleep.
Mhm.
Sie gorgeln dorten und zählen sich und schweren sich und speien in die schwarze Glonies. So they make a noise and they cross themselves and they take oaths and they spit into their black palms. Mit solchen Mitteln willen sie opnarren die jüdische Balagoles und machen Arbeit mit jüdische Pferd.
Mhm.
Als man soll sie noch zuzollen. So by these means, they want to trick the Jewish wagon drivers and want to make a swap with their Jewish horses in such a way that they are still going to pay extra. Nicht wer soll lachen, and it's not a laughing matter.
Nito, there's nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, quite right. Sorry. Nito wer soll lachen. No one is laughing about this. It's not a laughing matter. But give Nora Cook, but just have a look. Kein Schau von Schwernisch und Einredenisch geht nicht darüber und ein Pferd wird fort euch gebeten und ein paar Rubel werden euch zugezahlt. So not an hour of oaths and delusion passes over, and a horse is actually swapped, and a few ruble are paid. In addition, a few rubles are paid to the Zigeuner. Mit zerflammte Augen machen sich die Zigeuner weg. with flaming eyes, the gypsies make tracks, they disappear. Und ein jüngerer Balagola betracht die Metzia, was hat da eingehandelt. And a young wagon driver considers the bargain which he has just acquired und flucht und schielt auf was die Welt steht, die Mamserei von die Zigeuner und seine eigene Narrigkeit. He roundly curses the way that the world works, and this dirty trick, the betrayal of the gypsy and his own stupidity.
Thank you. Yankov, can I ask you a question about English?
Sure.
Okay, now the word sochorim, you translated it as tradesman, and being an American now, yeah, I would say sochorim, I would translate as businessman. Tradesman is beautiful. It's more literary, but I would. Would you agree to businessmen too instead? Sochrim. That's the second paragraph.
I see it.
Yeah.
It's referring to a Tzagaina Soicher, and I think Schneier is using it ironically, because they're not business people. They're not.
Of course, yeah.
They're thieves.
yeah, but so businessman is no good.
That's why I thought tradesman would be a better word, because a businessman is sort of on a higher level.
Yeah, I know. I like tradesmen. I haven't had tradesmen in years. I haven't had your English in years. Since I came back from London. But it's beautiful, but it shows, thank you.
Okay. In derselbe Zeit, wenn die schwarze Mannsbild haben so fein gearbeitet auf den jüdischen Markt, in the same time when the black men are doing their work, gearbeitet, are working over the Jewish market, haben sich die Zigeunerkerls zerschotten porlichweis über die ganze Stadt. The women gypsies spread themselves out in groups of two over the whole town, mit farbige Stenges behangen über die faltige Kleidlach und mit Beitchen, Pacherkes und falsche Krellen auf die schwarze Hälse. So at the same time, the women are also distributing themselves around the town with colorful ribbons hanging over their, I don't know what faltige, their dresses. Their dresses.
I think this is this is when a dress has it's like fold. There's this. I don't know how to say it in English. When the dress is not just straight, but you make it
frills,
like full, like pleated, like
this is it. Pleated,
pleated dresses.
Yeah,
and with these false beads, the beads that we saw over in the Big I household, the beads over their black necks. their
Yeah,
black
the little
throats.
girl, Sitke, was wearing it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. She was wearing
Yeah,
the beads,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
the femme fatale. Yeah. They
And the
haben
word
angeklappt.
Patriarchus?
Say again?
The word Patriarchus?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. What is pachikas? Beichen
Couldn't
pachikils.
find it.
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't
Pachakes,
find it either.
my mother, Pachakes is beads.
That's beads.
Okay.
So with all of these sort of beads and
Yeah, my mother
so many
used
little
used to say,
trinkets and beads
yeah,
on their neck.
yeah,
Yeah.
ich hab yeah, my mother used to say, oh, ich darf nehmen meine Pachakes jetzt.
Oh, it's
Ich darf unten meine,
Pachikas.
ja.
Sie haben angeklappt in verschlossene Türen, halb offene Fenster, allein aufgerissen und heißlich reingesungen, als sie willen treffen auf Korten, auf der Glonier, auf Reute Fasolies. Okay, let's stop there. So they knocked on the locked doors, the half open windows, and they themselves, they allein aufgerissen, they called out in their hoarse way, reingesungen, sang in a hoarse way, that they want to treffen euch Korten. So what is that? To read the cards? I guess that is they want to read the cards.
To do
Meet the cards.
fortune telling.
Fortune telling.
Fortune
Treffen
telling.
euch. They wanted to tell fortunes
Yeah.
on the palms or on red beans, Fasolius. Und haben sie, geschrochene Weiblach und Mädlach abgesucht und geheißen gehen. Seinen sie glatt zugestanden wie ein Pech und gebettelt, gewissen euch den Meilesehrer mit die weiße und scharfe Zähne, wie bei die Hintekes, als sie willen essen. So they were, and the frightened women and girls told them, instructed them to go away, but they stood still wie a pech. A pech is they were not going to be moved. They were zugestanden wie a pech. I always think of pech as, or is it the coal or the tar? Pech?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
it's something else too. I
It's
just
something
remember-
else also. No, it's something else. It's something else in this context.
Yeah.
Pech. Suga, I think it means that they were very, they were not going to be moved, and they begged, and they showed with their mouths, mele zera, with the white and sharp teeth like dogs, that they wanted to eat. Challah.
okay.
Oh.
So, guys, sorry, can I just
Yes.
interrupt for a second?
Please.
The pech is pitch.
Pitch, that's what it is. So
And
they
And
so
what
stood
is
like
pitch? And what is pitch?
Pitch is
No,
like
no, but
top.
I think it's that, yeah, they stood firm. That's like pech, like, isn't that it? I mean, isn't that the comparison? They stood firm, and even though they were, the women were trying to drive them away, they stood like pitch, and they
Yeah.
begged, and they showed with die Meile Zera, so with their mouths, that construction, die Meile Zera, he could have said euch Zera Meile, but die Meile Zera, their
Mhm.
mouths, Chala. Azoi haben sie mit a Nebuch Minne gewissen auf der Reute Meile und glotzt mit der Bläue Weißlach von die Augen. Chala, they're calling out. Now, chala, if you read further down, that's the Romanish, the gypsy word for food. And this is going to be sort of a funny play on this word. That with their sort of pathetic way, they showed with their red mouths and they blinked the blue whites of their eyes. We've run into this before, the Bloya Weißlach from their eyes. Chala, Chasavice, de Romanisch, Willen Chala, Barbu, bet eich der verschenken a Sach Kinder und Reichheit. So they say, we want food, Krasavice, you pretty one. And the gypsies want food, and Barbu, which is their god. This is from the Marcia. This is from the bottom of the page. He gives you this. He says, Barbu, the god from Rahmanis, the god of mercy. The god of mercy is going to give you and bless you with a lot of children and riches.
Can I say something? You know, the description of the teeth is similar to that of the description of the teeth of the dogs. The exact, just like the sounds, the voices. There was a mixture of doggish and human sounds. They mix together, so it's like the teeth here too. Oi, I'm running away from here now.
Okay, but
You're
the
running
word
away?
hinterches, the word
What did you say?
the word hinterches
Yeah.
is it's the female, the bitch.
Yes, the bitch. Yeah.
So the hint are with the Tzigeiners, and the hinterches are with the Tzigeinekes.
Amazing. Yeah.
Sie haben gebettelt mit Hitz, die Zigeinekes, mit dem Meiler, always their mouths, der Meiler, und mit die Augen und mit der Hand. They begged with fervor, with passion, these gypsy women, with their mouths and with their eyes and with their hands. Und gerät haben sie mit a wilden Loschen, a min Gemisch von gebrochener Russisch und Jiddisch und Zigeinerisch. So they spoke a wild language, a mixture of broken Russian and Yiddish and Gypsy language. Es hat mit minutweise ausgesehen, als ob man rett sie erkennen, warfen sie sich schlagen. And so it appeared. What is minutenweise?
Minutweise.
Minutenweise. Well, it
I think.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I don't know what that word means. It appeared.
It immediately appeared. Immediately, yeah.
As if you spoke against them, they would begin to hit you. As bald wollen sie die Augen auskratzen, die jüdische Balabostes, was seinen geblieben allein in Stub. So it appeared they would throw themselves, that they would scratch out the eyes of the Jewish women who had remained alone in the house. Haben sich jüdische Weiber auf ein Emmes erschrocken. So truly the Jewish women became frightened. Chala haben sie ausgeteilt als Shabbosdike Chale. The word chala they translated. They took it to mean as
Understood.
Shabbos Dika, Shabbos Chala. What they is Mela. What is the Nefeka Mina? What is the
Nafkamina.
Nafkamina. Yes.
Nafkamina? As what is the difference here?
Mhm.
So is it Piokle die Wasserträger, Trägerker, sie Hanke, alle Goyim haben lieb Yiddische Chala. So this is a Piolike, the water carrier, or a gypsy woman. All the Goyim have a great love for Jewish challah. So this sort of confusion between the word challah and the gypsy word challah. Kidei abzuscheppen sich von der schwarze Meile, in order to remove themselves from the black mouths, hat men de Zigeunerkels gegeben a Paul Gorinkes und gewiesen als sie, als kein Chala is in kein Chala in Almerel is mehr nicht geblieben. So in order to rid themselves of these women, they gave them a little crust of bread and showed them that there was no challah remaining in the cabinet. Nothing remained. Ot onhe voch, bald noch Shabbos is ebis anders. So after Shabbos, it's something different. We don't have that challah anymore here. Haben aber die Zayalde Zigeunerkes angewiesen mit schwarzen Finger auf die Salzbretten mit Fleisch und auf die Teplach in Oven. But now these the gypsy women, these very determined Zayalida, these very determined gypsy women, they weren't taking no for an answer. And they began to show with their black fingers the meat on the salt bletlach. You know, what my mother used to kosher the meat on, I remember it so well. This sort of wooden thing that she put down with the meat to kosher it. And the pot in the oven. Ot hast du doch alle, Chassivitzer. Heint, was sagst du, als du hast nicht? You listen, you pretty one. This is food, pretty one. Now, why do you say that you don't have anything? Haben nicht zu tumulte jüdische Balabostes weiter nicht gewusst, was zu entfern. So again, these kind of confused Jewish housewives, again, did not know what to answer, because now they had been confronted with the fact that there is food in the house. It's not challah, but it's food. Hen, a schwarze Uma, what? A black people, als was man nennt in Moil arein, haste by ze challah. Everything that they take in their mouths, they call challah. Fleisch, challah. Herring, challah. Gehackte Zibeles, haste by ze oi challah. So this is a very bizarre, strange people. They call everything challah. They call meat challah. They call herring challah. They call chopped onions is also by them challah. Nicht alle jüdische Weiber haben aber gehabt Koyach, beizustehen als ein Mission und nicht, how do you say it?
Nisayon.
Nisayon und nicht losen sich, man soll sie treffen auf den Hand oder warfen Korten. But not all the Jewish women had so much strength to stand up to this. I think of Nisayon as a.
This is like a test, the test.
It is a test, exactly. And not allow yourself that they should read the cards or read your palm, read your hand, or to throw cards, to read the cards.
Tell your fortune.
Tell my fortune, yeah. Woren zu junger und zum alte Weiber, zu schöner und zu misse, zu hobeter und zum Heuchsiker, zu versessener Meuden und zum Vista Agunus, zu allem gleich, haben die Kittre Zigeiniker sich geschmeichelt mit sehr hintischen Zähnen und honigdick gezeugen Werte auf einem modernen Gemisch von Russisch, Jiddisch, Zigeinerisch, gezeugen Werte und zugesogen. Okay, this is a long sentence, so we'll go back. So these women were very, very persuasive because to the young and to the old women, to the pretty ones and to the not pretty ones, to the hunchbacked ones and to the straight ones, to the farzesina, to the women who hadn't married, and to the very sad, the vista agunas, the women who had been left. To everybody, the Zigainikers spoke to them so, smiled to them so sweetly with their dog-like teeth and words, honigdicke, their honeyed words off their strange mix of Russian and Yiddish and Gypsy, gezeugen Werte, and even sang, Weiß kulch dein getockter Händele Teirinke, Ugerkerle, Ordelische Eugen. Show me your getockter. You remember when the beginning of the story, Hanale's uncle, he was a tucker, wasn't he? He was a lather.
But I think a tokte is something that is stuck in.
It's well wrought.
Yeah, no, but I think, don't you think it's related to the idea of the way the lathe works and how it shapes things so nicely? Your well-shaped hand.
I don't see it.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. I think it shows up again. It shows up again, the same word. You know how he repeats it.
Okay.
Sweet one, with your, now what is Odlersche Eugen? Odler is
Odler is an eagle. The
eagle eye?
Eagle eyes, yeah.
Eagle eye. Spreit euch dein Glonia Maline. Show me your palm, sweet one. Lomich dir sagen, wie der Bescherte ward euch dir dort sie und weiter Medinas. Put out your hand and I'll show you how your Bashert, your promised one, is waiting for you in this country far away. Ich will dir euch lernen, Chassavitzer, wie zu binden ihm mit deiner schönen Haar, wie zu verschikoren ihm mit der Reach von deiner Brust. These women really, they know how to do it. I'm going to show you, you pretty one, how you're going to bind him, how you're going to catch him with your beautiful hair, and you're going to make him crazy, make him drunk.
Intoxicate.
Intoxicate.
Okay.
The smell of your amazing, with your wonderful breasts. Okay, now your turn.
Okay.
Rafael.
Okay.
But but you see, there is this twist in it. He's showing you how gullible these gypsy women work on the gullibility of this people, of these women.
Absolutely.
Not
And
to just
yeah. And also he wants to show you the frustration of the women, the frustrated lives that they're leading, that, you know, they're having dreams that are not going to come true, probably. So,
Right.
yeah. Okay, seinen versessene Meuden und Weiber, was die Männer schreiben sie nicht kein Brief von Amerika, im Ganzen zerschmolzen und zerjachmer geworden. So now they you know, they are tempted, the women. So the old maids and the women, I guess the agunas, whose
the Vista Agunas,
Vista agunas, okay, whose husbands are not writing to them letters from America, they became completely, they were
They melted.
It's from schmaltz.
Schmaltz. They became schmaltz.
They became,
We all grew up on schmaltz. We all grew up on
No, it's not schmaltz.
Yeah, in Yiddish you say as mishmiert fortes. Yeah.
It's not schmaltz, it's melted.
Melted?
Melted.
Okay, thank you.
It reminds me of. I just wonder whether those words have some relationship.
See, I thought I knew these words. I thought I knew these words. I didn't look it up. But now you're teaching me. Okay.
Melted.
And it's a Yachmer geworden. They became excited.
Yeah.
This I looked up. That's a schmolzen. I thought I knew. Okay. Toib seine geworden sehr jüdische Euren und blind sehr kruge Augen. Their Jewish ears became deaf, and their smart eyes became blind. That means they lost touch with reality. They didn't see and they didn't hear. Yeah, they just wanted to hear the Zigeuners. Wie ze waren te Quokeches, auf seien sie geblieben sitzen und gelassen sich warfen Korten und gelassen sich kitzeln die ausgesprähte weiße Glonies mit fremde schwarze Finger, wo seinen herumgereift mit grobe silberne Fingerlach. So
gorgeous.
What?
It's gorgeous. The whole image of, you know,
the whole
hands.
It's like kachkas, like kachkas that are hatching the eggs. They became sitting there and they allowed themselves to be told to be told their fortune via cards, and they also allowed themselves to be tickled, to have the palm of the hands tickled by foreign black fingers that are one finger that has a thick silver
Ring.
Ring on it. Yeah, I know.
So a room gereift is embellished.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Embellished with a thick
okay.
silver ring.
Okay. Oh boy. Haben die Zigeunerkes bearbeitet solche Weiber, wie es bedarf zu sein. So these gypsy women worked.
Right. Don't you love that word? Bearbet?
Bearbeitet, they worked them. They worked these women like they should. They really work them.
Well,
hard.
almost doesn't it mean as they deserved, as they deserved? That's
I think efficiently more.
Yeah, as in other words, I mean that's the part that's so that gets you, that he's saying, you know what, these Jewish women, they deserved what they got.
Yeah, that's right.
Bedarf zu sein. He gave it to them like they deserve.
Good and proper.
Yeah.
Okay. Geschmied das Eisen so lang wie es ist heiß. You warm up the metal. The eisen is
Iron.
The iron.
iron. Yeah. The English words go out of my head. Yeah. Iron. You heat it up so long, for such a long time until it becomes hot.
No. That's a very good expression for you to learn. You strike, you hit while the iron is hot. In other words, the idea is you grab the opportunity. These gypsy women, they know how to strike, while these Jewish women are so what was the word that we had? Are so schmolzen, while they're so melted. They saw that these women were in their hand, and they worked them. They used it. Strike while the iron is hot. It's a very nice expression.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, I didn't see it this way. Okay. קודם כל haben sie gelosen geben 3 copycats מזומן. First of all, they allowed themselves to give cash, three copycats in cash, 3 coins in cash. Und 3 copycats von vornherein haben sie gesagt, können sie nicht unheben treffen. Without getting 3 coins up front, as they say, they say that they could not do fortune telling. They cannot start fortune telling. Dennoch haben sie mit flammende wilde Wörter genommen ausmollen wie jener, der Bascherter do in an neuen der Stadt oder auf jener Seitjam wird sie go in a kurzer Zeit darum zutollen zum Herzen und wird sie kuschen wie Tritt. This is amazing. There later they were saying with the hot, wild words, they began to describe, to paint how their destined one, here, whether here in a close by town or on the other side of the ocean, will in a very short time will press them to his heart and will kiss their steps. Same inmitten treffen, wenn die Vorstellung bei die versessene Meuden und Agunes hat sich schon zerbrennt, haben die Zigeunerkes verlangt noch mesumene Copykes. So now, in the middle of this fortune telling, the when this whole description, the description that the gypsy gave them was burning. Yeah, the gypsies demanded more cash money, sugar, gomul cash. I don't know what this is.
Like
What is it?
Cheese, I think, some sort of kind of
A
cheese.
a dry white cheese.
Cheese,
Yeah,
okay.
cheese. So,
Okay.
yeah. Challah,
Okay.
challah.
Challah, okay. Ja. Und was noch sehr schwarze Nase oben da schmeckt. And anything that their black noses got to smell. Als gedei zu kennen besser treffen. All that in order, they needed all that in order to to fortune tell better, to do a better job at fortune telling.
So I just want to ask, so the 4 lines up, the Vorstellung bei die versessenen Moiden. Oh, Farzessene. Oh, because these are the the Farzessene. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Farzessene.
Yeah,
the ones who were left sitting. Okay.
Left sitting, yeah. They're sitting, they're waiting, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a nice way to
No.
describe them, your Yiddish language. You
No.
know, it's not nice. No.
Not kind.
It's a
Not
put
kind.
down. It's a put down. Yeah. כדי besser zu können treffen, oder viele a junge Zigeuner ausgenannt a goldenem Ringele. In order to do better fortune telling, a young gypsy woman managed to trick a golden ring out of a woman, actually to steal a golden ring. Wenn die Augen bei einer versessener Dienstmäud oben genommen Blongen von Aufregung und süßer Herzklappen ist, macht zu ihr die Treffer, it's like Beshat kosher, it's like at the right time.
Yeah.
When the eyes of like such an old maid and old servant maid started
Straying.
Okay.
Verblonget geworden. You know that word. Verblonget.
Verblonget. Verblonget. Yeah, but I didn't connect it. And her heart was
Pounding.
was beating sweetly. Be sweet.
Yeah.
Macht zu ihr die Treffer, macht zu ihr, the fortune teller says to her, as כדי gut zu sehen dem Bescherten, muss sie oben a Ringele mit a reuten Ständele. In order for her, the gypsy, to see the destined one, she, the Zigeunerke, the gypsy, has to have a ring with a red stone in it. Ot azasot ringele muzi oben a verweilinke. Wird sie gleich sagen, sie der Bescherter wird sein schwarz wie Aroma, sie blond wie Gold.
Yeah.
So now, she needs to have such a ring just for a little minute. Then she will right away say whether the destined one will be black like a gypsy or blonde like gold. You know that there's a song.
I don't.
Nicht weit the verbe. Does anybody know it?
No.
With the exact
I
same
don't.
sentence, where the woman is walking, talking to a willow tree, and she asks, she's dreaming, and she's asking her if whether her chosen is gonna be sia blonder, sia schwarzer. The same question, yeah. Okay. Punkt za Ringele hat sie abgesucht bei der glücklichen Dienstmord auf einen kleinen Finger von der zweiten Hand. Hena Meise. Oh, and now she said exactly a ring like this. She was looking at, she really found with the happy seven girl on her little finger of the other hand. Really a story. Und sie hat wegen Ringele im Ganzen vergessen. I guess it's about the girl. She completely forgot about the ring. A Jerusche Ringele von der verstorbenen Mammen ist es gewesen. Lange Jahren getrogenem. It was a ring that she inherited from her deceased mother, and she was wearing it for many years. Der Pfarrer ist in Fleisch eingewachsen. Therefore, because she was wearing the ring for so long, it went into her flesh, and it was kind of glued to her finger. Sie hat ihm kaum aufgezogen von ungedrollenem Finger. Und mit zitterdicke Hand der Trefferke. She was hardly able to take this to take that ring off of the finger, and but with shaking hands she gave it to the fortune teller. Die Zigeunerke hat sich mordig der Freit und gleich genommen Schitten mit Glicken wie von einer lächerdicken Sack. So the gypsy girl got terribly happy. And right away she started throwing happy stories as if she would, as if they were coming from a sack with a hole in it. That, you know, this is an image that they all the good fortune that is gonna come on her.
By the way, I think that the thing about the ring and the finger that is und sie hat wegen Ringele in the ganzen vergessen, I think that refers to the servant girl.
Yeah, I said
for so long.
Oh yeah. I said yeah.
And
she was
then,
so excited.
But the gypsy woman was very smart and fast.
Yeah. She hypnotized her with all this, you know.
Yeah.
It's der Zeich Teibele. This is something. It's der Zeich Teibele. Epele frische. Now I see Teibele is a dove. You fresh. Yeah.
A dove.
You. What did you say?
Dove.
A dove, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say dove? Okay. A fresh apple. A chai. I am seeing a guy. Oh, and now yeah, she's seeing, yeah. A Reicher. A Reicher wird sein dein Bescherter. Mit Geld wird dich abschicken. In See, in Seid und Samet wird dich ausputzen. Und in einer größeren Stadt wird dich wegnehmen. He will, your destined one will be rich, and he will cover you with money, and he will dress you up with silk and velvet, and he will take you into a big city. Ich sehe a Karete fort in a größer Stadt und du, Odlerke, sitzt im Karete. I see a carriage traveling into a big city, and you, Odlerke, it's like the female of an eagle, and you female eagle, you are sitting in the carriage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, moi.
But you know, it's interesting, this odler. I mean, it used it before too. This eagle is going, that's considered some sort of compliment here. Like,
yeah.
Krasavitze and Epele Frische and Teibele. It's also Odlikel. It's all, they're all compliments for her.
Yeah. How much time do we have left?
Oh, we just have maybe 5 minutes. Maybe we could, well, we could read a little bit more. It would be fine for 5-7 minutes. Go. Fine.
Actually, I wanted to continue reading this.
Okay. Well, we'll finish this sort of section.
I just it is so interesting.
Yeah.
Now,
This is his comic section. But it's with Yaishtike. It's comedy, not such nice comedy.
Wait, Nechama, isn't this the best section now?
It's, yeah, they're all, each one.
Als also fein ausgemalt und beflittert mit blitzendicke Wörter. All this was done. It was painted, described. You know that destined guy. It was all painted and sparkled with shining words. No, inmitten Treffen, als treffen ist das Ringele mit dem roten Ständele verschwunden geworden bei der Zigeunerke. That's the climax of this all. Only in the middle of fortune telling, you know, the ring with the red stone disappeared. Disappeared from the gypsy. Of course, hat sie doch ihm gehalten und gelegt mit schwarzen Fingern und plötzlich ist verschwunden geworden. Just now, sie hat him gehalten. Just now she was holding it, and she was caressing it with black fingers, and all of a sudden it disappeared. How come? Men had hem בשום אופן nicht gekannt mehr gefunden. There was no way they were able to find it. Nicht auf dem Tisch, nicht unter dem Tisch, not on the table, not under the table.
Mhm.
Yeah, and me, this is an experienced thief. Nicht bei der Zigeunerke in die ongefaltete farbige Kleidlach, not in the clothes of the gypsy. How did you say they folded in
Pleated.
In her
pleated?
pleated.
Pleated, yeah.
So where did she put it? I thought she put it in the pleated thing, but no.
Yeah,
she-
you know
no.
what? Maybe she even, you know what? Maybe she even swallowed it.
Or maybe she had a hidden pocket or. Yeah.
Me, I don't know.
Something.
Maybe in her bra. I don't know. Maybe in.
Yeah.
Also hat sich die Trefferke weggemacht und die betäubte Mäut hat sich a viele geschämt, euch zu sagen, der Ballerboste, was mit ihr ist geschehen. So that's how the fortune teller, this is how she sneaked away. This is how she sneaked away the ring, and this deafened girl even was she was ashamed to tell her boss, Balaboste, what happened to her. Erst später, wenn sie ist gekommen zu sich und ungeheuren Schlippen, ist schon gewesen zu spät noch zu jagen sich nur der Ganefe. Only later, when she already came back to herself a little and started sobbing, it was a little too late to run after the thief. Now, this is something. Gay weiß, welcher Zigeunerke das hat abgetan. Go know, how can you know what gypsy did that? Alle Zigeunerkes haben doch ein Pony. All the gypsies have the same face. They look alike. Yeah, go. Thank you.
I think maybe it's 9:30. Well, here it's 9:30. So thank you. It's